Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be giving you a brief rundown of the differences of the FG-116 modules in Slate Digital's virtual mix rack. These are all based on the 1176, and they were originally made by Yuri in 1967, and then in the early 2000s they started being made by Universal Audio, and they're still made to this day, so it's quite a while. So yeah, when you think about that, there's probably been a few revisions. I believe there's been 12 revisions of the 1176. And yeah, you can find out what they are by looking at the serial number. Anyway, so how I assume this works is Slate Digital set out to model an 1176. So what they did is they borrowed, bought, stolen, rented a bunch of 1176s. There's the modern low noise version, and then there's the revision A, like the first revision, which is called the Blueface. And then they probably received a Blueface that was modded, and they decided, what the hell, we'll model that too. They also looked at the schematics and all that. So we're going to start out with the first one you see, which is the FG-116 or 1176 or the Blackface. So when you see an 1176 that's all black, that is probably the Blackface. It is the revision C, which is the LN version, which is the low noise version. So this, when you look at a Blackface, it's probably a modern version of the 1176, which means that it has slightly better output stages and a lower noise. So there's that and that. I'm not sure when that came out, but yeah, this is the one that you kind of see everywhere. The vintage version, I'm just going to go in order of what they are. The vintage version is the revision A, which is the original, which was noisy, kind of weird sounding. It's the original, and this is known as the Blueface, right? You got Blackface and Blueface. Blueface is, it's a lot less stable, and again, it's noisy. And this is probably one that they rented or borrowed. They're becoming more and more rare. But yeah, that is the Blueface. And then they probably got a hold of a modern. So modern is a modification to the revision A, right? So revision A's were modded, opened up, and they decoupled the attack and release. And cleaned up the output stages and all that, and made it sound more. It's more usable in modern recordings. Like for example, the Fairchild 670. Well, if you model that, it's still not usable for modern recordings. So there's modifications or stuff like that that they do in order to achieve a better sound that's more applicable. So generally speaking, if you want a cozy modern 1176 sound that is low noise, that sounds familiar, you'll use a Blackface. If you want something that's a bit unstable and noisy, use the Blueface, which is this blue stripe or whatever. And then the all blue would be the modern, which is a modification of the revision A or Blueface. And yeah, this just kind of cleans it up a bit more. It still has the tonal quality, which people have a fetish over. You got to be a top tier mixing engineer guy to even have access to one of these. There's probably every major studio has one or two or three or four. But there you go. So yeah, that kind of explains it. And yeah, hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.